Hi guys, I'm Andy. Welcome back to Backpacking UK. Hiking, backpacking and wild camping your thing. Please hit that subscribe button because that's what this channel's all about. Right, I'm in Finland. Been here for a few days. So here we are in Saraselka, and that is the current temperature, -10. So what I'm going to do when I get home, I'm going to do a video on how to prepare for sub-zero temperatures. It's really important. Tell you what, you can get away with a lot when you're moving. As soon as you stop moving, you get really cold really quick. So you need to be prepared for that, and you need to make sure you're wearing the right gear. Right, today we're talking about what clothes you need to wear to go camping and wild camping in sub-zero temperatures. That's really important. One, for safety, and two, just enjoyment, because it isn't any fun being freezing cold when you're sitting around camping. So in this video, I'll be talking about what footwear you need, base layers, your bottoms, your tops, your jackets, headwear, basically everything you need to keep you nice and toasty. Now, you don't have to spend a fortune, but you just need to get your layering perfect. And what you're trying to achieve is to trap air in between those layers to keep you nice and warm. But I've also got some simple tips too to keep you nice and warm. For instance, anyone that owns an old house will know that drafts stop you keeping your house nice and warm. And the same applies to clothing too. Seal all those air caps and you'll be nice and warm. So what I'll do in this video, I'll talk about each item, then put it on, build it up so you can see what I'm trying to help you achieve. So if you're camping in extreme temperatures, one thing you must do is keep your feet nice and warm. To do that, the choice of footwear and what also you put on your feet is critical to keeping your feet warm. Nobody likes cold toes, so follow these steps. And first of all, you need 2 pairs of socks. Now, I would say with all your layers, the first layer that hits your skin should ideally be something like merino wool. So like a 4-season sock, merino wool, stick that on first. These 1,000-mile socks are absolutely brilliant, tried and tested. Then put another layer on top. It's brilliant for walking, it stops blisters, but also traps all that warm air, keeps your feet nice and snug, and the merino wool will hopefully stop your feet from sweating too much as well. So next up, you've got a few choices of footwear. So you can wear sort of big, rugged hiking boots like these Salomon Quests. They're really good. Don't go for anything low, don't go for anything fabric, you know, nice heavy duty leather boot. But when I'm wild camping in extreme conditions, what I like to do is take something like this. So it's got loads and loads of grip, nice fleecy lined inside, waterproof, absolutely brilliant for keeping your feet nice and warm. But the ones that I use the most, these from Decathlon, these again got loads of grip, waterproof, seriously thick, winter lining these have too. But once they're fully zipped up, you've also got a reasonable amount of ankle support too. So next up, base layers. Now, like I said, ideally merino wool's a fantastic layer, but also like these OEX base layer bottoms, these are bamboo, which has very similar properties to merino wool. So you put those on your bottom, and also what I do certainly, I have 2 base layer tops. These DHB ones, which is like a Wiggle brand, they do them in different weights. This one's a slightly lighter weight to go on first, and then I've got a high neck one to go on second. And thirdly, I'd be looking at putting on a technical fleece. This is a mountain equipment fleece, but to be honest, you don't have to spend a fortune on fleeces. Next up, on my bottoms, if it's really cold, we're talking about extreme camping here, sub-zero temperatures, I'd put on something like these trousers. They're like fleece line walking trousers. These are actually from Mountain Warehouse. They were quite cheap, but my God, they keep you warm, really warm. And then as an outer layer, I'd be looking at putting something on like these. ski bottoms. Absolutely brilliant, windproof, waterproof and breathable. Now, unless you're absolutely minted, you're not going to want to spend £1,000 on a top end brand like Everest style jacket. So what I would do, get yourself a ski jacket. Same thing applies. Waterproof, windproof and breathable. And they've got loads of features to keep all that warmth locked up in. So next up we've got headwear. Balaclava, you've got to do it. If you want to keep really warm, you've got to wear a balaclava. And also a nicely insulated hat too. And finally, talking about gloves. Now, from experience, mitts are 10 times better than standard gloves. So much better, so much warmer. Now what I would do is have a thin pair of gloves on first and then put my mitts on top. So if I need to do anything, I can whip the mitt off without exposing my hands to the elements. So I've still got a thin pair of gloves on my hands that I can do duties around camp. So enough of me talking, let's try this kit on. Right, so this is my first set of base layers on. Right, this is my second set of base layers on, including my double-walled 1000 mile socks. Right, this is my mid layers on. I've got my fleece on, got my fleecy lined trousers on, my second set of socks. Right, so this is the outer layer on. Now, I would heavily advise getting a jacket that pops up like this. And this is called a snow skirt. It's actually really, really effective for drafts and stops that freezing cold air getting in your jacket. So make sure you always do that up first. Zip up right to the top. So I'm starting to get there now, ready to take on those extreme temperatures. There's still more to go. So I've got my boots on, but one thing that I must do is these have built-in gaiters. Get those gaiters over your boots, secure them down, and then put the outer layer on top. So the bottom half is now done. Right, now to finish the top layer, balaclava. You're not trying to be cool, by the way, you're trying to be warm. So balaclava on, unzip your top, because you want the balaclava to do its work, and also you don't want any cold air getting down your top. So balaclava on, hat on. Right, we're starting to get there now. We could go pretty much anywhere dressed like this, certainly in the UK. Let's finish it off with the gloves. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the inners on first and then the mitts on second. There's no way your fingers are getting cold, not a chance. You can also use the little wrist cuffs as well, so your gloves won't drop in the snow when you take them off. This is it. This enables you to go camping, wild camping in sub-zero temperatures, and you will be toasty. If you're with friends, you're going to have a great time. You're not going to be thinking about your cold face, your cold hands, your cold toes, your cold butt. You're going to be nice and toasty, and it means you can go camping, wild camping all year round. So if you haven't before, check out my other videos, got over 100 out there, and hope to see you camping during this winter soon. Cheers.